Chris Brown and Quavo's explosive feud. Quavo is in Saweetie's DMs, Childish Gambino features Ye and Kid Cudi, and Pitbull and T-Pain hit the streets. We got Willow in the studio, watch people celebrate our charts, and also chill with the Black Keys. It's Tuesday, April 23rd. I'm Tetris, and this is Billboard News. There's a lot going on in hip-hop we need to get through today, plus some pretty cool guests, so let's jump in.
You been your bag up when you punch Rhea in the face. Talking about fashion week, you sparing who? Come punch me in my face.
Oh snap, Quavo and Chris Brown have been at each other's necks on some diss tracks. But is Chris calling it quits? I'm breaking the whole thing down.
Link out of your click, let's keep it a hundo.
It all started on a track Freak from Chris's 1111 Deluxe, where he brings up Quavo f***ing his old referring to Karrueche Tran, someone they have both dated and ignited this entire feud. Quavo responded with Tinder.
Call the phone, she won't come home. Don't beat her up, don't beat her up. It must be the drugs, Need to cross out the plug.
Of course, Quavo brought up Chris's violence towards Rihanna, in which Chris then brought up Quavo's violence towards ex-Saweetie and alludes to sleeping with her on his response track, The Weakest Link, saying Quavo's the weakest member of Migos.
My ex-ho, that's cool, I don't give no little cause I your ex when you was still with a I'm uploading.
Well, it doesn't stop there. Quavo released a response, yes, calling Chris a crackhead, Michael Jackson, but also using a verse from the late member Takeoff.
Can't believe I gotta beat you by some women beef.
I call your hoe for pussy. I hit your hoe for pussy.
But does it end there? Chris responded on social saying that is poo. Damn, I was excited. That shit don't even need a response. Takeoff rap better. So I guess it's over? My brain hurts from trying to keep up. I'm gonna clear my head for a sec and keep you posted. And if Chris and Quavo don't got you tired, I have more. Here's 3 things you should know in hip-hop. If you thought the Childish Gambino Kid Cudi beef was real, turns out he's on one of the new songs Gambino teased on Gilga Radio. Warlords isn't the only new track he teased, he also shared Say Less featuring Ye.
Nothing left to say, I'm more like John Lennon, he more like Don Lemon than me on Uncle Tom, but more like Tom 7.
I'm excited for some new Childish Gambino, but why did Don Lemon catch a stray? Speaking of catching strays, if you were confused by this Saweetie tweet, we've got you covered. During the Chris Brown-Quavo feud, Quavo had this to say in his diss track.
I can take a model and make a sweetie.
Well, Saweetie fired back showing an unanswered DM from her ex with the caption, hopefully the model he turns into me replies. All I gotta say is, I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305 Pitbull is hitting the road, and he's bringing T-Pain with him. The Party After Dark tour starts August 21st, and if you go to the Ridgefield or Chula Vista stops, you'll get to see Lil Jon too. I don't think there's ever been a tour that said Tetris more than that. Let me go get my tickets, darling. And it's pretty cool being the people with the charts, and the people get excited when they make it on. Let's run down some happy moments. Making the charts is no easy feat, and today a lot of your faves are celebrating their achievement.
I think I'll take my whiskey.
Hozier tops the Billboard Hot 100 this week with Too Sweet, and he's sharing the joy with his fans.
I'm taken massively by surprise by it, but I just want to say thank you so much for your support. I'm so thrilled that you're enjoying Too Sweet.
Over on the 200 Metro, Boomin is celebrating his back-to-back #1s by sharing pics of his We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You partner Future and collaborator The Weeknd. Speaking of The Weeknd, thanks to his collabs on We Still Don't Trust You, he passes the 100 songs mark on the Hot 100, reaching a total of 101. He joins the ranks of Drake, T Swift, Travis Scott, Beyonce, and JB, to name a few, who've all reached 100 hits. And someone with their first top 10 on the Hot 100, Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso debuted at #7. Her last song, Feather, peaked at 21. She celebrated her new hit with a tweet saying, "Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 8." Congrats to all for all the chart achievements. Head to Billboard.com. And did you know I was basically a Smith? I got to see Will out at Coachella, but even better, we had Willow in studio.
Hey, this is Willow, and these are 5 things that you didn't know about my new single, Big Feelings. I have such big feelings. Number 1, I shot the visual at the same place that I shot Transparent Soul, which is actually really crazy. Number 2, I made this song with 2 of my really, really good friends, beautiful musicians, Zach Tenorio and Chris Griotti. Number 3, the composition of the song took a good amount of time before I could get the lyrics on, before we even did any, thinking about lyrics. There was mathematics. It was like that meme, you know what I'm saying, where there's the math. And then number 4, the idea of Big Feelings, the song title Big Feelings, was in my head for like a week and a half. And I had opportunities to record that song. And every time I had an opportunity, I was like, no, it's not the time. No, it's not the time. Number 5, Big Feelings is my favorite song that I've ever recorded to this date. It's the craziest song. The vocals, the specific, the pocket that I'm in, and just the composition is, to me, it's just one of the best compositions that I've ever sang on, or yeah. It's just, I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it, and peace and love.
And our door is always open. We also had the Black Keys sit with Lindsay Havens. Check it out.
That song has Juicy J on it, and then that's the one song that Beck is a featured artist on. So considering how much he did co-write on this album, why was this the one that either he or you two wanted him to have more of a presence on?
We let him pick, and that's the one he wanted to.
Did he say why?
He didn't say why, but that was one of the first ones we made with Beck. So he had been living with that for a while. His performance on it too is pretty quintessential Beck.
Yeah.
so the coolest thing about the Lil Noid collaboration is he was in the studio with us, and just while we were recording this part, which would have been spring of last year, he just put the whole thing up on his Instagram. And it's been there for a year, and no one has seen it because there's literally 0 overlap of our fan base in his, which I think is amazing.
April the 5th, I got a project coming out with the Black Keys. It's called Candy and Her Friends. Make sure you support it.
That's the song I'm most excited for people to hear.
The song with Juicy J, he sent it back to us. He added his verse and everything, but he added record scratching in the beginning of the song, where we never would have thought to do that. That's the kind of thing that can happen when you collaborate.
The full interview is on Billboard's YouTube. And that was Tuesday. Come back tomorrow if you want to smell what The Rock is cooking. I'm Tetris, and this is Billboard News.